do that. Oh, it's terrible.
Look. Hi. Hi.
You can say that. You can say hi, we're back.
Okay, fine. Hi. Hey. Hi.
So
Today we're gonna be talking about 1, 2, 3 our story. And we just wanted to share a little bit about our story with you, the viewer, today.
Oh, you can say that. I don't want to tell that part.
What part?
Wait, lecturing.
The knowledge train.
Stop, I don't want to talk about that part. You can say.
Okay, so our story. How did we start? Well, we went to high school together. Quinn is 2 years younger than I am.
Oh, going really younger.
Call me the cradle robber. Oh,
That's
that's bad. Okay. So was it my junior year of high school? Freshman year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
We ran cross country together. Our school, it was like a very small school, and so everyone knew everyone, and everyone still knows everyone.
There were like 35 people in the high school.
In the high school, yeah. So very small. I knew of Quinn, especially because her brother was like my best friend in high school. Sorry, Reagan. Oh boy. Anyways, we started talking, and the casual flirting and all the good old stuff that everyone does at the beginning of a relationship, just getting to know each other. That first winter, I spent a little bit of time in Africa. That was kind of a moment for us because that was like the first time we weren't super close to each other. But like nothing was serious at this point. We were just talking.
But I still missed you.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Wish I could say the same. Just kidding. So that was the winter of 2014. Come the spring of 2015, early March, a couple days before Quinn's birthday, we had the conversation.
Over text.
Over text. Didn't we talked on the phone too that night after? Yeah. We expressed our feelings over text. And like you all know how big of a deal it is when you express your feelings for someone and they express the same feelings back. It's like, whoa.
No way.
No way. We did that right before I went into my work shift, so I remember.
Oh yeah.
I remember
like
I was
2 minutes before.
Yep, I was on my way into work and it's just like, gosh, this is the best night of my life. Yeah.
And then we talked.
And then we talked on the phone.
I was so nervous to talk to you.
I could tell. I feel like I was pretty nervous too. So yeah, we talked to try to figure out what our next step was going to be because we both expressed feelings for each other, but Quinn was only 14 years old, and I was only 16 years old.
And I wasn't allowed to date till I was like 18.
Yeah.
Which was
I guess you had just
insane.
turned 15, so that was like
Yeah.
that would have been 3 years from then.
Yeah.
So yeah, 18.
Then you wrote that song.
Yeah, I wrote a song for her that spring. Good times, good times.
It was basically just like a lot of like waiting.
Yeah, we did a lot of waiting.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of time, like I spent a lot of time with not just Quinn, but like with her family.
Like at first that's like the only way we could be together is if we were like with our families.
Yeah.
And
our
we
families.
only had like special times when it was just us, if it was like like my birthday or like a special thing.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah.
I think.
There are very few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then when I turned 17, my dad let me date.
Yeah. Yes. Which was an extreme blessing because then we got to start spending some time alone. Through high school and just like getting to know each other, we really got to like understand each other's weaknesses and strengths.
Yeah.
Through high school, we just made a lot of mistakes, and a lot of that revolved around like communicating with each other. And I had like a very strong belief system, and I didn't handle things very well when like someone didn't agree with me, and so there were like some communication barriers.
I basically just went through like, I don't know what year it was.
It was towards the end, I think.
Yeah, but it was towards when Drew was about to graduate, and I think like your senior year probably.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just went through a season where I was like really depressed and anxious, and like I've always had that, but it got like really, probably the worst it's ever been, like through that year. And now it's getting better, but yeah, I think that's pretty much.
Guys, if you want to know how to not handle a situation with a girl that you're interested in that deals with insecurities and depression and anxiety to whatever level, I will give you a lot of tips on how to not do it, because I did it wrong a lot.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
There were some times when it was hard, but like for the most part you were encouraging.
I tried to be encouraging, but I also put a lot of spiritual pressure on you.
At first, yeah. But that was like when your beliefs were different, and yeah.
Like, it was through those things that we learned, and we learned better how to communicate. And yeah, so I graduated. I headed off to La Université, and Quinn had 2 more years left in high school, and so begins the long distance relationship. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so we started the long distance period. I was about four hours away-ish from Quinn. Through her junior and senior year, I went to school at Mount Vernon Nazarene University. Plug. What?
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. The first year was rough because we were getting used to it. The first year was different for me than it was for Quinn, because I was in a new environment and I was learning a lot and I was making a lot of new friends, and I was very excited to be at Mount Vernon. The fun and stuff distracted me a lot. Quinn, on the other hand, didn't have all those distractions.
It's the same old stuff. It was not the most fun. But I think that was like the hardest year, was the first year. And then it slowly got easier, but it was like, I don't know. It was harder because it just kept going on and on. But
And on and on and on. So we got through the first year, and it was tough. Every goodbye we said to each other was pretty.
So I would leave and you'd pretty much cry every single time, probably.
I cried a couple times too, and I'm not a big crier. Quinn's still here.
Like, oh yeah.
Quinn. Oh, go ahead. Say it.
We only lived like,
Is there anything to say about the second year of school?
I think we got like better at communicating a little bit.
We learned more about communication, and it was good.
You always do that with your
Good.
stuff.
She was initially going to come to MVNU as well.
I took one math class and I was like, I am not going to school.
And then came the end of summer into
Okay.
the fall of my junior year in college. Quinn was kind of still in limbo.
First I started thinking about like fitness stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And kind of thought about doing like personal training stuff, and then health coaching, and then
This fall was a big one for us and for each of us. Also, if you need a devotional book, Navigating by Jordan Lee Dooley?
Yeah.
Jordan Lee Dooley and her husband is very good. And it kind of
brings out what you need to talk about without having to bring it up yourself again.
each of us, I think we would say, was like, we would have little things here and there that we would just let like fester up inside of us. And it would just like build and build and build, and there's this like frustration.
We never like fight. We don't like yell at each other or anything.
We just never talked about the issues, and we started talking about the issues, and it has gotten 100% better. But anyways, that wasn't the last big thing that happened this fall. We got engaged.
Ooh. Holla! So excited! Oh my goodness.
And then, I guess this last semester, I wrapped up my junior year of college. Quinn pursued cosmetology.
Yeah, I went for like 3 months and then I dropped out because I hated it.
Here we are, the second summer of being long distance, the third full year of being long distance. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about what not to do.
We're not that bad.
We're not that bad.
I think that's everything. Want to get a puppy?
So that's our story. We wanted to just share a little bit about where we've been, what we worked through, and what we're continuing to work through. That was very broad. Didn't talk about like any of our problems.
We have a lot.
We'll cover a lot more details in the future. Just want to kind of give you a brief overview of where we've been and where we are going. Bye!
Okay, then.
You're not going to say bye to our friends?
Bye.